What do you see whenever you're envisioning the future of EV?
Oh, wow. I think it's a baby step into a crazy new future. Because I think, you think about it, we had the horse and carriage, we had the steam cars, then we had the gasoline naturally combusted, then we had propane. I mean, we've got all these different steps. I think maybe the next step before you kind of get into like a hovercraft car,
Yeah.
and you see cars, they don't even go on a road anymore. They travel, maybe 100 foot in the air and go everywhere. I don't know. And so I think that this is probably, I think, I could see it being maybe the last step before we take that next step into maybe a hover car or something like that. So, and here's the other thing too: whether you're conservative or a liberal in your beliefs, we all have to care about what we do to the planet. Every one of us, and this is smart. I mean, this is smart. Now, is it going to create complications? Absolutely. It's going to create complications because, right now we have to also start looking at the power grid. How's it going to support it? And that's being done. So it's all, like I said, it's an evolution and it's happening. And it's happening rapidly. With that being said, there's going to be some glitches. It's not all going to be perfect, but at the end of the day, it's exciting to be, to me, at the forefront of kind of the next evolution, big change. You think about like Henry Ford, whenever he came out with the first, I think actually, believe it or not, the Dodge brothers, which was actually Dodge automobile, maybe had the first one. I don't know. I'd have to go back, but I'm pretty sure I read that documentary at some point. But one of the two, how big a step that was from horse and carriage. Well, I believe this is that kind of that next step, and for us to be a part of that, it gives me goosebumps. What's crazy too is I think really and truthfully we don't recognize too even things like you said there, the rovers and all this stuff, the stuff that NASA does that we eventually get. It's kind of like even like the bed. I don't know if you know, but the Tempur-Pedic bed that most of us sleep on, that a lot of that came from NASA. And so you think about this, and it takes a while for everything to kind of make full circle and then kind of get into the stream of life with all of us. But yeah, this technology has been around a long time. It's just now to the point where I think we're at the infancy stage of being able to get it all out there. And I think it's my belief that with what we're doing and with what the government's doing right this minute in trying to get all these different stations everywhere so that an EV car can really be used in a long travel type situation, because right now it is a little difficult because of stops and having enough gas stations / electrical stations.
Yeah.
I think that it's cool that they're starting to think through that and putting plans in place today to get that done for tomorrow.